Today I'm going to show you how to set up a deep bedding chicken coop so that you can go from this to this, which is finished compost ready to go into the garden. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Now you may be wondering, how does a deep bedding system actually work? Well, you probably landed on this video because you've heard about how good the deep bedding system works to keep smell away. Because what happens is when chickens drop their manure, if there's nothing to absorb it and to help it break down, then it's just gonna pile up into a big stinky mess. So what's going on is when they drop their manure onto deep bedding, all of this carbon, the carbonaceous material is going to help to absorb the manure. But also, carbon and nitrogen is what makes compost. So this is a bit of a passive system to where you actually can create compost without all the work. Now, because our system is a mobile system, we actually only make compost on deep bedding in the summertime when it's really hot. You can tell I'm sweating like a pig. And in the middle of winter when the pastures are dormant. Other than that, we have our chickens out on pasture. So it's a great time in the middle of summer to use this system, and also it's a great time during winter to use this system if you're running your chickens in a mobile system. Now, these chickens have spent last summer and winter in this specific paddock. A paddock is just an area where we have the chickens set up, and this is our summer and winter paddock. And what you're going to do when you're setting up a deep bedding system is you're going to want to lay down about 6 to 12 inches of wood chips. So what I'm showing you here is just simply how deep the wood chips are. I'm going to zoom in here so I can show you. You can see my shovel. It's a good foot into the ground, okay? Now before I show you how to harvest and sift your compost, what I want to do very quickly is talk about today's video sponsor, which is Scratch and Peck Feeds. Now, I have been very passionate about high quality feed for a long time, long before Scratch and Peck even sponsored our channel. And Scratch and Peck produces some of the best feed in the entire world, in my opinion. They partner with incredible North American regenerative farmers growing non-GMO organic grain. So what you'll find in a lot of feeds that Scratch and Peck produces, they're not filling their feeds with byproducts or soybean meal and a ton of corn. You're actually gonna find most of their feeds are soy and corn free. So if you want to check them out, I'll have a link down in the description. Now let's jump back into the video. Now you may ask, okay, fantastic. I've got the deep bedding system down. It's a straightforward concept, 6 to 12 inches of wood chips. Now what do I do? Well, you wait, you need time on your side. And that's when you're ready to actually use the compost and take it out to your gardens, you need to sift it, because as you can see here, there's still lots of big chunks of wood. You do not want to put a large chunk of wood like that in your garden. We want all that good broken down stuff. And so that's where a sifter comes in handy. So I've got a Gorilla cart here that I've already actually been sifting some compost, and we're going to keep sifting, and I'm going to show you how this operation works. But all we did is we built a sifter to go over this Gorilla cart. Now you want to just do it to the size of whatever cart you have. And this sifter goes over top of your cart, and now we're going to just simply scoop from the bedding over top of this, and it's going to sift out all those big chunks. So let me show you how it works. Again, there's tons of broken down manure in here, old wood chips that the biological life and the mycelium have broken down. So now that we got that sifter on there and this is pretty filled up, we're just gonna sift it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I actually probably overfilled this. Oh yeah. So now, as you can see here, I've got all the leftover big chunks on the sifter. And then, oh, about knocked over the camera there. So just to show you a little more what we're working with, look at there. Now you may say, oh, well, there's still some wood chips. Those things are tiny. And look, I'm barely pressing it. Barely pressing those small little wood chips that you still see, and they're just falling apart because they're very, very broken down. And you'll actually see when you dig sometimes through that deep bedding, I mean, you'll see the worms and you'll see all that biological life in there. It's teeming with it. So this is gonna be a fantastic amendment for the garden.